live on TikTok, live on YouTube, and we're live on Twitter. All right, guys, welcome in, welcome in. VC Crypto Nation here, checking out the XRP move to the top. We called the XRP top the other day. We were live. We called the XRP top at that 49 cents. 48.5 is where I said I would take profits. And sure and behold, what did everyone do? 48.5. And the reason why is because, you know, everybody looked at XRP and they were targeting an area around 50 cents, right? Now, most times retail investors are going to come a little bit quicker than that. And what they actually do is hold on one sec here. They'll close out early, right? So when they close out early, it's just a matter of them basically, you know, being where they don't want to be the guys who get dumped on. So they're always going to close out a little bit early. All right, so when they close out early, you want to just kind of like get into that move. So right now you're in that little bit. Why is XRP not the USA coin? You know, because at the end of the day, you know, it's going to be a big battle. You know, XRP was never going to be the US coin, right? So guys, you got to remember that. XRP was never going to be the US coin. So, you know, if any coin is going to be the US coin, it's going to be XLM, right? XLM is the coin that they're using for everything, right? XRP is not going to be the US coin. And guys, if you really want to support crypto, you guys got to get out there and you got to, like, you know, be posting on yeah. That's why I tell you guys, when you first, a couple years, 2 years ago, I told you guys, you know, the coins that you got to hold are XLM, XRP, XDC, right? Algo, and these are the main coins that you really want to hold because that's just reality. XLM is going to be used for the stock market. Right, so right now we're getting this little dead cat bounce here. This is lining up pretty good here, man. You know, as we can see here, guys, we have an RSI coming down the bottom. So guys, make sure you're using your relative strength index, right? This right here is a nice little tool. This is called a relative strength index. It's a nice little tool that you can use. Keeps everything very simple. You know, it lets you know where tops and bottoms are and use them on the higher time frames, right? So a lot of times when you're trading, you want to make sure that you're trading with, you know, a higher time frame, right? You want to set your levels. You want to set your lines. You want to set your support lines, your resistance lines at the 4 hour. And then you want to use a 4 hour RSI to see where you are relatively on your strength, whether it's going to be a big pump, a small pump, right? You can kind of see that in the RSI. So we expect this to have a nice little bounce here. We're going to bounce up. Now XRP is going to run up here. We're trying to get to this 40, 42.5 level, 42.5. And, you know, we're hoping for the same scenario. This is kind of lining up what we had a little bit earlier. So notice here, right before that big pump, guys, we had a nice little push on the RSI. See the RSI right here? Red Hat VC. Who is that? Caesar. What up, Caesar? Red Hat VC until 2020K. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's the end of the month, man. The end of April, you know how it goes, Caesar. You know, we're going to go, you know, we're orange hat right now because we have in between prices. We can make some money here. This is a great market, guys. This is a good ass market here, right? So we're long in XRP right now, guys. We're long in XRP. Who's in this long, man? Easy, easy. I took the sell and buys out, guys, because you don't really need them. Less indicators are better, right? You need to kind of like focus yourself up on simplicity, right? And these are where, you know, we can just use these simple indicators here, man. So right here, you see our buyers right here on the moon, right? You see this right here? Crypto drop, baby. What up, crypto drop? What up, handsome? All right, guys. So right here, guys, we're keeping it very simple, man. You don't need a lot of the indicators. We have these literally 3 indicators that we use here. And all we want to know here is kind of like on the MACD right here. Is crypto drop, you in that long XRP, big dog? All right, we're up 95% on that XRP right now. All right, so right here, what we're really waiting for here is just, you know, the one thing I see here is that a lot of times XRP, this is a 22 line, right? 22, 28. So when you get around this 28 line, right? This line right here, that is a seriously overbought XRP, right? I mean, I'm talking about seriously overbought. Now, the sellers need to hit that as well so that we can have a nice pullback, right? Luna, let's go. All right. So the thing is about this is that, you know, this gives a little bit of room for one more hurrah, one more push, but this is seriously overbought here. So XRP to 60 cents or whatever, I don't think is possible just because, you know, this is really overbought. This is a very high level of overbought, right? And now we're starting to bounce and it looks like we're going to, you know, make another move up here. A lot of times the second move is a little bit weaker. So we'll be looking for a rejection off the 16 or even this area here. But right now, guys, the most important thing is XRP has volume, right? The reason why we're in the long is because we have 2 things that are happening here, right? And I'm going to show you right here. One thing is that we play the 30-minute, right? We have a 30-minute time frame. And on the 30-minute time frame, we had a very simple setup, right? So 30-minute time frame. Let's start in the beginning of this trade, right? So the beginning of this trade is real simple. We have a 200 moving average, right? So on that 200 moving average, we see that on this 200 moving average, we had a little bit of support here, right? It hit it, it rejected, and now at that level, we can go long here, right? Because we have 2 things that happen, right? One thing that we had happen is when it hit the 200 moving average and started to pull up, we could see the buyers right here. You see the buyers right here started to return, right? So that right there to me is a perfect get in early entry right here because the buyers returned right there. See the buyers return? So when those buyers return, we know we're going to have a dead cat bounce here, the 200 support. So it's nice to know when you have a simple support line on the 30, the 200 moving average is a big support line, right? And you guys can see right here, we're about to get into a green moon here, right here, guys. We're about to see this become a go. Now, the second thing right here is the RSI. We look down and the RSI also bent and started moving upwards here, right when we seen this little push right here, right? These are 2 indicators that are letting me know at this particular moment, and I'll mark this moment here, and I'm going to mark it here. And this particular moment, what this is letting me know is that we're starting to get some type of reversal, right? And now that I have this support line here, I have a nice little support zone I'm happy with. Now I go down here and I take a look at my 4 hour and I see what's happening on the 4 hour, right? And a lot of times we want to also check the daily. So, you know, the longer out, the more information you have, right? Thanks for the follow, man. Ali, thanks for the follow. So let's go over some basic trading here, right? So here's another thing that on the daily, right? Look at this here. Here's your daily. What did you have? You had the daily come back, XRP with a big pump, and it retraced and tapped right above the 200 moving average. You see that? This is a second sign right here that we have strong support at this zone. So we're bouncing off of the zone. We already bounced, right? We hit this little bounce, and that's our move up. At that current moment, as we look around, we can see right here that our daily RSI is reaching the top of the 100 line, right? Meaning that this is more likely a dead cat bounce or something that is not going to be as strong as the last ones, right? You can see right here, anytime the RSI hits the top, we have a pullback, it bounces, we have a nice little push, it pulls back, and it's pushing up. So right now, we're getting a little bit of push from our daily, but this is overbought, guys. Right, this is overbought. Now, does that mean anything to us? Yeah, it means that it's even our push is not going to be that strong. But right now we're overbought, and in here the daily doesn't have the buyers bending yet, right? You see the buyers are kind of still floating down, but the sellers are going level. So we're not in a bad position. Now, can the RSI on a daily go sideways? Yes, it can go sideways for a little bit, like this position here, it went sideways for a little bit. This was literally November 24th, and it went sideways for 2 days. So it went sideways for 2 days there. And so that's kind of where we're at there. So if this push does come in at this level here, which we're expecting, we can see a push back for XRP over the next 2 days, right? Which kind of makes sense because that puts us on the 24th of March, right? And what's today? Tuesday? Wednesday. So here's Wednesday. You got to push, right? So Thursday, Friday, what does that put us at? 2 days puts us on Friday, and then we have a short. I think we will, while the 39.6 to 40 until RSI cools down. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to have a dead cat bounce here, right? So crypto drop. So it looks like we're going to have this little dead cat bounce for 2 days. And then I think it's going to play into the weekend where it pulls back. That's what I'm looking for. I feel like they're going to push this up until the weekend and then do another little pullback. And then we're going to see what's going to happen for the last, what's that, the 24th? So it's the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, yeah, the 27th. And I think we're closing in on the 30th so fast here, guys. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So this little push right here, if this RSI, watch your daily, if this RSI starts to bend down, XRP is over. So as soon as this daily bends down, this XRP pushes over, right? So that's kind of like the end. Right now we're touching the top of our 44.5, which is where we want to be, and we're touching the 200 moving average. So right now we are in the middle of that gang. So this might be a small little bounce here, then we'll start be looking for a short here in a second, right? So let's get back in this. XRP is probably going to become a short in a second here because it is at a high level. Going to the 4 hour, right? What do we see on the 4 hour? RSI still heading down. It's not bending up. Buyers are coming in. This is just a little bit of limit bias happening here. Nothing special, but that's our bounce. So we can say, okay, we still have a push downward, which we still do. Now we go to the 2 hour. RSI slowly pushing up. Buyers coming in here, but we still need some confirmation here, guys. And we're going to be able to make a little bit on this XRP long here. We can make a quick 100%, and then right here we're going to look for a rejection, right? So the rejection is going to be what we're looking for on the 1 hour, right? So let's slide to the 1 hour. My stop loss already triggered for 100% gains, so we already hit 100% gains on this. All right, so we already doubled our money. Now, guys, we already doubled our money. Can we get more? We sure can, mine. We sure can. Price prediction if they win the case, right? So price prediction if they win the case is probably the $1.80. You know what I mean? Like you still have to have a lot of movement towards what it's worth. I think XRP is a phenomenal coin, and at that time, if it wins the case, it will be the only coin that regulations can't touch besides Bitcoin. So you have to say to yourself, like, how many people are going to use that coin? So you can get to a nice little level there with XRP. I mean, XRP should be sitting at $5, right? It's a $10 coin for sure. So when you look at it that way, and you know, when you look at it that way, it's just a level of XRP is worth $5, right? And that's just, nobody's going to really say that it's not. XRP is also worth, you know, at least $10. You can't really say it's not, right? The technology is superior to everything else that's out there. So that's where, if it wins the case, easy $5. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if it wins the case over the next year, $5, right? Mass adoption, you got to realize, like, $10, right? So a $10 coin puts it above Bitcoin market cap. Bitcoin's market cap is literally, right now, it's sitting at 25% of what it's worth, right? So you got to realize Bitcoin's market cap is sitting at 25% of its value, right? So, you know, if you think about it, there's a lot of money that's going to come into crypto, right? So, you know, we're short, man. We have a, think about it like this, right? So if your entire market cap is 1 trillion, this entire market's going to go to 4 trillion in the next, so it's going to go to 3 trillion in the next year, 12 months, which means XRP will easily double, right? If it becomes the only coin at this time period that's basically approved by the SEC or can avoid everything else that's going on, I mean, it is, you know, it's an easy $5 coin. Easy $5 coin, guys. Right. I mean, market cap right now, you got to, when you're talking market cap, guys, you got to also say to yourself, you know, you can't compare market caps right now. I mean, market caps are nice to look at as a whole, but you can't compare market caps right now because the entire market is down 500%. The entire market is down 500%. So remember that. We can't compare market caps right now. We're down 500%. You know, so that's kind of where it's at. Now, there's a lot going on with XRP. Like, you know, they have two things to consider here, guys. All right, so obviously we have an XRP discussion, right? Now, right now, guys, we're looking for this XRP move here, right? So we need a green moon here, guys. We need a green trend. So pay attention. We're looking for that. We trade on the 30 minutes. Everything's starting to line up here. This looks good here. Look at this 30-minute. We need a green moon here. Now, if this right here, guys, this is what's important. If this rejection, can you guys see this rejection? The RSI is moving up. We look good. But the problem is we have to always look at our MACD right here, right? If this does not bring a green moon, if this rejects, XRP will dump right here. If that rejects, XRP will come down, right? So that's what we're looking at right now. This is like the minute, this is where it all comes down to. If it rejects off this level right here, we don't get a green moon here, we reject, then XRP is going to basically reject off the 42.4, right? And that's kind of what we're looking for. This is a resistance line at 42.4. So if you're long in XRP, you got to be very aware that right now we could be hitting a rejection line and going back into a short, right? And we can retest that 200 moving average. That's what we're looking at right now. So if we can't get this moon right here, we're obviously going to get a nice little rejection. Baby, I love your hair. Are you working it out? Yeah, it looks nice. So guys, you always have XRP 589. How can we get this indicator for green and red moons? So guys, all the indicators we use are basically set up for inside the academy, right? So what we use right here is a simple strategy, right? This is basically a 3 indicator strategy. You have your price action trend line right here, which is very important. You have your buyers and sellers, your entry books right here, which is very important, right? And then you have your relative strength index, right? These 2 indicators right here are basically what we really use, and the strength index just allows us to give us, higher percentage of entries, right? So we don't trade against the 30-minute RSI or the 1-hour RSI, because that means that here's the rejection right here, guys. This is what we're looking for right here. So it looks like this XRP move here is going to have a little bit of a rejection spot here. So we're hitting that little, looks like it's rejecting. So this is a three indicator strategy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm using the indicators over at the next spot. So right now, guys, so this is a 3 indicator setup. It's very simple, guys. Yeah, so we're looking for the rejection right here, right here. So that's what I just posted that in the Discord, guys. If you're in the Discord right here, I'm looking for the rejection right here, because this is our MACD indicator. Here's buyers, here's sellers, right? If we get a green moon, we're gonna run. If we get a rejection, we're gonna come back down, right? That's what we're looking for. And the odds of the rejection are a little bit higher because we do have a resistance line right here. So the resistance line is sitting here at 42.5, right? 42.5 is resistance. 200 moving averages, 41 cents right here. So we have this little pocket here. It's fighting, right? It's deciding on sentiment, right? So right now you're just waiting on people to decide, right? Are they going to, go for this long here? Are they going to, think that, XRP is, not going to make it through the weekend or whatever? Right? And this is where the money has to come in. So the whales have to make a decision. Are they going to let it pull down a little bit more? How many people are going long here? How many people are going short here, right? So whatever the market is kind of like seeing, this is where it's going to make its move. I'm hearing 10 cent per XRP. 10 cent per XRP. That's like, man, you'd have to, I don't know if that's possible because Diabeto, right? 618 level. So those are Fibonacci's, right? So let me kind of like, maybe I'll switch this up a little. Let me flip camera. So 10 cent XRP I don't think can happen because there's so many variables in the entire thing, right? So for instance, let me make a change here real quick. I just think that XRP has too much get rid of this. I'm gonna go here and fib retracement, Fibonacci extension. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put this here and we're going to save on Harmon. Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna reset Harmon. Yeah, I mean, a 10 cent XRP is, you're asking for a lot there. I mean, the entire market, I mean, they would have to like literally give up everything that they have on there. All right, so let's go split. Let's go back to Harmon. There we go. All right, so here's our little rejection here, starting to pile up on XRP. And this is what we're waiting for right here. So a 10 cent XRP is going to be really, really low here, guys. I don't think the market